everyone, it's Monique Renewed and welcome back for another video. So today's topic of discussion is going to be about numbers and our obsession with numbers pertaining to the likes we have, views, followers, all that good stuff. So it's just that today as a society, thanks to modern day technology, there's nothing wrong with technology, but we have become more and more obsessed with the digital and less focusing on the actuality of life. What I mean by that is we just let social media kind of consume a lot of our lives. And if you're not a part of that group, congratulations to you, but I sure am. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Before I started blogging, I took several months off of social media. I came off Facebook, Instagram. I came off of those platforms just to really focus on school and to make sure I wasn't, wasting so much time. And at first, it was kind of hard, but after a while, I literally didn't miss it anymore. So it made me wonder, how did I even have time for all that, considering everything else I had to do? But now, being a blogger, I have to be on social media to kind of spread information out. It's the fastest way to do it. So I'm not condemning social media. Of course, it's great, but I think there is a balance. And for a lot of us, it has consumed our lives, especially when we focus on the analytics side of social media. It's almost as if our worth and our value is in the amount of likes and the amount of followers and the amount of views we have. And it's like we don't feel significant if we don't have those high numbers, when that's not the case. That's not true. And it's almost as if we're using social media to kind of escape our reality and to kind of run away from, a lot of things. I don't know if maybe like issues or sufferings, or, you're trying to fill a void. You want to be loved. You want to be wanted. You want to feel like you have somebody's approval, or whatever the case may be for you personally. I know that's how sometimes I can be scrolling on social media trying to find something, and it's like nothing. It's like nothing's there. And it's because we're trying to fill a void that only God can fill. And in Matthew 18:12, Jesus talked of a parable where God will literally leave 99 sheep to search one individual. If we can dwell on that for a moment, you have 99 sheep here, and you leave the many to go find the one. That's not natural for us. We wouldn't dare leave the many to chase down the one. That's so counterintuitive for us, at least some of us. I'm not speaking for everybody, but it just goes to show how we can be so busy looking and searching in other outlets when it's like God is searching for you individually. Do we even want to be found by God? It's like we run away from him, going towards other things when it's him that we need the whole time. And that void is supposed to be filled by God alone. And I kind of feel like I'm truly being put to the test on this. It came down to, God revealing my heart is like, okay, would you still be doing this if you only had impact on one individual, if you only influence one individual? And it's like, well, yeah, because I've been that one person before. I've been in a situation where, someone spoke a message and, it was supposed to be like a group thing, but I was literally the only person. I talked about it in my video, why I quit my job. And, and lo and behold, that message was literally for me. It connected to another message that I needed to propel me into, my calling and my purpose. So, I've been that one sheep before. And it's like, you don't literally know the impact that you can have on somebody, but just because you don't see the numbers and, you think it's what you're doing is insignificant, and it's really not. So he cares for us on an individual and on a personal level, on a specialized level. But can we do the same for others? Do we just view people as a number? That number represents an actual person that has an actual life, that has issues, that's going through their own stuff. that you don't know about, and we're just so obsessed. There have been several instances where I'll hear a message and it's almost like it's specifically targeting me. It's so amazing how God can do this. Like, he'll send one message and it'll hit each person individually for their specific life. So, most importantly, especially over this holiday season, where the holidays are approaching, or if you suffer with depression, I think it's so important to, instead of focusing so much on the digital, nothing's wrong with that, but be intentional on also spending time with friends and family. If you're thinking about somebody, call them up on the phone, talk to them. And if you can, hang out with them, go out for lunch or invite them to your house or go over their house. With family members, let them know that you appreciate them. Let them know that you appreciate their presence this holiday season. There's so many things that can happen in life. So many things that has happened in life. Make sure you let people know that, you know what, I love you. I appreciate you, appreciate their real presence and focus less on the digital aspects of things. It's always good to have that balance. And most importantly, seek God above all else. If you could spend 10 minutes with God, that's in the morning, that's great. I wake up about 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even earlier, depending on how early I went to sleep. And I will spend an hour devoting time to God. I'll read my devotional. This is called Walking with Jesus by Marie Champion, CHP. How do you spell it? CHAPIAN. It's daily encouragement for life's ups and downs, and it's divided from morning to evening. So if you can see that, that's the morning time, and then you read it in the evening. And there's been so many instances where it's written in the as if God is speaking to you or Jesus is speaking to you. And there's been so many instances where I feel like he was literally talking to me through this devotional. It's crazy. And I got this at Ross. Like I said, in my Instagram story, I was actually showing, I'll put it here, how Ross has so many options of devotionals and journals. They even sell Bibles every once in a blue moon and planners. So I would definitely suggest, if you're looking for a cheap devotional, check out Ross. They're like $5 or less. So I'll read my devotional in the morning, and I'll read my Bible, and then I'll pray. I'll just spend an hour, dedicating that first fruit of the morning to him. And then I'll go about my day or whatever. But I always, keep him in the forefront of my mind in whatever I do. So if you can't do it out, I know people live some busy lives. So maybe spend 10 minutes with God. Just try to be intentional and also appreciating his presence as well, along with other people. So, yep, that's it. That's all for today on, how we can sometimes get distracted. It's okay. We just gotta pick it back up and go in the right direction. So yeah, that's all for today. And I leave you with Psalms 46:10. It says, be still and know that he is God. Sometimes you just gotta be still in the season and just focus on him and focus on the other people in your lives, and let him guide your steps and your path. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Have a good day. Bye. Why am I whispering to my phone? They can hear me. I'm gonna stop right there, okay, phone?